Hey guys, so I'm back with another makeup tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing butterfly eyeshadow like little design thingy here. So I guess you'll have to see. Pretty much I'm just going to get on with it. I'm going to put on all my face makeup and I'll get back to you guys. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome and I hope you guys enjoy. Makeup is now done and I'm just taking this shade called Siesta. This is out of the 35H Hotspot Morphe palette that I'm using. So I'm just using this as like a base so that my eyelids are white or like my skin color or something. So yeah, I put it all over with the fluffy brush and now I'm going in with the shade Wave Maker with like a more tight bristle packed brush, and like I'm just packing it in and kind of just blending it a little bit on my crease. And I'm gonna do this to both eyes. Alright, yeah, so this is my second eye. Nothing really special, pretty much just blending it, and I'm trying to make sure that they're even on both sides. So now I'm taking this shade right here called Ocean Drive, and I'm using like a fluffier brush, and I'm putting this on my crease to blend out that color as a transition shade. Yeah, okay. So I'm doing that, and then I'm just making sure that it's blended everywhere. I kind of go into my outer corner, and now I'm taking that fluffy brush again with Siesta, and I'm blending out the transition shade all across like the rest of my eyelid and underneath my brow bone and eyebrow. So I'm just blending that in on both sides, making it a little bit of a less sharp line there. Alright, now I'm taking the same concealer I use in every video. So pretty much this one is Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer, L'Oreal Paris, and it's in the shade Ivory, which is number 330. And I'm just putting this on my crease. I like to look up so that you can like see where my crease would end up being if I accidentally moved and messed it up. So pretty much like sets you up to not fail. And anyway, so I'm just packing that in and then blending it so that it's not such a harsh line on the side there. And yeah, next I'm going in with this shade Singled Out, and I think Reflection mixed with it, and this is like a darker shade, so I'm using this to make my crease look a little more defined and darken the actual shadow behind it, almost like with a liner, but it's just shadow, so it's less harsh. Now that same color like Singled Out, and it's like one of the darkest colors besides Wave Maker on this palette for the blues, and I'm just packing that into the outer corner so that I can blend it out. And then I use the Ocean Drive mixed with Siesta to make it a little bit lighter to blend out the crease and the outer corner line. And now I'm going in with just an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. So this is called Brow Pencil. It's a really creative name actually. And I don't think it says the shade on this actual. Yeah. Oh, okay, the shade is taupe, so I'm just going in here and making the outline for my butterfly, and pretty much just, yeah, I draw it. It doesn't really work very well like it did before when I've used it. Maybe it's old or something, I don't know, but pretty much you could see the general outline, which is kind of what I was going for, so just outline it so that I can fill it in. So now I'm taking my shade Ocean Drive and I'm just packing it in there as much as possible because I wanted to show up more than my actual eyeshadow did. So I'm like putting that in the entire thing, and honestly there's a little bit of fallout because of how much I use, so it's gonna be difficult to clean later, but that's okay. So I just packed that in a whole bunch on the entire butterfly, and right after this, I'm going to be grabbing the next shade, which is going to be, here we are, Singled Out in Wave Maker, and this is our darkest colors, so I'm going around the outer corners of the actual butterfly and kind of just doing like a shadow on it to add some more depth. So I'm doing this on both sides, obviously, and it just darkens the whole butterfly, makes it pop out a little more on my face, so I did that. This is the color I think I had the most fallout for. So now I'm going back in with Ocean Drive and I'm just blending them in so that you can't really like see the harsh line I just made, because you could clearly tell the difference between the two colors. So I'm trying to blend them out more, and it actually worked, so it was good that I did that. Now I'm taking the shade ripple effect, and I'm just packing that in there. I had to put this on a few times, so like if my suggestions are important to you guys, you should probably use a different silver like glitter, but this one was the best one I had, so I just wanted to use what the palette had. Now I'm taking this tattoo liner. It's Kat Von D and it's in the shade black, and I'm just using this as an eyeliner, but I'm not going to do the actual wing because I don't want it to affect my actual butterfly, so I just do the liner on both of my eyelids. And now I'm using the same concealer I used before, and I'm just going to cut out the butterfly so that it's more clean. And low-key turned my entire face blue around this, so it didn't work the best, but it was better than it looking like it was like not separate from my actual face makeup, so it did work something. And the more I blended it out, I had to put a couple layers of this, which weren't all on camera, but it ended up going away eventually, so I just had to do 2 layers of it. So I just completely surrounded exactly where I want my butterfly to be, and definitely helped. Alright, so next I'm going in with just a beauty blender, which actually isn't a beauty blender, but it's just like a sponge. So pretty much I'm just blending it all around, and my contour looks messed up, but I just have to fix it after because, yeah, I didn't really notice in my lighting that I was using and my tiny mirror. So now I'm just putting on the black eyeliner. I'm just using like a liner from e.l.f. I don't really think they have anything specific that they call them. It's just the shade black. So using like a liquid liner, and I'm just completely tracing the entire butterfly so that it's exactly how I want it to be. And then I'm going to start adding some details in there right after this. So I fill in this little, I don't know what it's called, like a teardrop shape at the bottom of their wings. Yeah, that's what I filled in. Anyway, so now I'm just filling in some random shapes, and I go in here with some ovally, circly teardrop shapes and kind of just guessed what a butterfly looked like because I'm not even sure if this is what they do look like. I just kind of freehanded it. So I looked at a few pictures, and this is what they looked like to a certain extent, so I just hope for the best, and honestly I liked how it turned out in the end. So now I'm just making it thicker along the bottom of the top half of the wings. So yeah, and I just kind of make another ovally, circly shapes in there. I make it thicker also on the bottom half of the entire wing, so just because usually that's how they look, and that's where I'm going to kind of make a black base so that I can add white instead of trying to leave like spaces with the black and like holes where I'm going to put the white. I might as well just fill in the black because my white eyeliner here, which is called Infallible, and it's also L'Oreal Paris, and it's Infallible Paints actually, liquid liner in the shade white. So I'm just taking that and adding more of those circle shapes. Now I'm taking this eyeliner right here, and it's Quo. It's called Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Denim? Yeah, okay, so it's in the shade Denim, and I'm just using this as like kind of a base so that my eyeshadow looks darker in the back there, because I wasn't liking how light everything looked, and I wanted it to have more lines in it. And then I take this eyeliner as well to make more lines. It's the Quo On a Roll Liquid Liner, and it's, I don't know what the shade is. Oh, it's just called Matte Blue. Yeah, Matte Blue. So I did just making streaks in here so that the butterfly looks like it has some texture in it. So now I'm taking the same liner and just lining my crease, and this like helps it darken the crease again, just like with the shadow I used earlier, and it kind of looks like trash, but I ended up fixing it off camera because it was really bothering me. So next I'm going in with this dark shade again, and I'm just tracing my crease and blending out this shitty line that I just made on my crease. Yeah, so I'm just completely trying to blend that out, and it actually really softened it, made it look better, so it worked. And I just added a couple layers of that, and now I'm going in with the same color to kind of trace my waterline under here. And so I'm doing that. Next I'm going to be taking the shade Siesta on one of this, oh my gosh, I'm talking way too fast. Okay, yeah, so I'm taking the shade Siesta, and I'm kind of blending out that harsh line that I just made under there, and making it a little bit lighter underneath my eyes so that any of the fallout would be blended in. And then I also use this shade to blend out the top of my crease and all around there, but I didn't like how light it got, so I added way more of the Ocean Drive color, and it actually made it look so much better. So now I'm just using a pretty much just clean face brush. I think I dipped it a couple times in face powder, and I don't even know which one because I just grabbed a random one. And I'm trying to blend out the harsh contour lines there. And I ended up fixing those off camera too, I think, because it was kind of bothering me how much the concealer blocked them, kind of. And I'm taking this Quo blush, and it's the Duo blush. I used it in my other 2 makeup videos, and it's called Just Blush, like that's a shade. And I use this to contour just because my skin is so fair and kind of pink toned anyway. It just is good for contouring and just an overall face powder, so I just put it everywhere. And now I'm taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, and it's in the shade Clear. It's not in a shade, so pretty much I just put that on and it keeps my brows in place. So I'm doing that right now. And then I take this eyeliner, which I actually lost when I made this voiceover, so I have no idea where it's at, and I don't know the shade, but it's not the best, so I mean, you might as well just buy any one you'd really buy. So it's just a Quo pencil eyeliner that I found, so I'm pretty sure I stole it from my mom too, just because who wears blue anyway. But I grabbed this lip gloss, which is a lip injection Too Faced lip gloss, and I actually love it. It kind of burns a lot, but it's okay. So now I'm just curling my eyelashes with any eyelash curler, probably the brand e.l.f. And now I'm taking this Quo highlighter, and I'm using that middle shade at the top there to highlight my whole face, and it's so pretty, guys. Like, they're pretty cheap palettes, and they're such good quality, and they really shine. Like, you could tell in my video, and that's on camera, and usually on camera you can't see it as well as in person. So really, guys, if you want to shine, it's cheap. So, and then I'm grabbing this other shade, and I'm using it in my inner corners because it's a little bit brighter. And look at, wow, it's literally like shining in my face right now. Holy beautiful. Now I'm taking the best mascara ever. I just love this one. It's the Bad Gal Bang one, and it's Benefit, obviously in the shade Black. I highly suggest getting it because I love it so much. And I've used a lot of mascaras, and this is like by far my favorite. So yeah, definitely should buy that. It's $32 pretty much everywhere. I don't know where else you could buy it besides Shoppers and Sephora and Benefit. And now I'm putting on some false lashes, and here they are. You can't tell because I'm wearing a lot of makeup there, but it definitely made a difference in person. And I'm just taking this NYX Matte Finish setting spray, and it's long lasting apparently, and I'm just spraying it all over my face. So here is the final product. I look way whiter because my camera wouldn't focus. So anyway, that concludes this video. So hopefully you guys like this video better than the last ones. I'm trying to be more comfortable and less like monotone. So hope it worked. Bye guys.